Happy day! Welcome to our ATC video today. At ang topic po natin ngayon ay submission of the 2020 Annual Income Tax Return. Okay? So medyo late na pero we will make a pre-ATC video ngayon para po malinawan yung mga samot-saring inquiries or confusions o kalituhan na nangyayari po sa mga iba't ibang taxpayers during the submission of your 2020 Annual ITR, considering na we are experiencing now the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay? So, sa mga nagbi-business po, whether we like it or not, whether our business is profitable or not, whether our business is small, pinaka-small, medium, large, or very large yung ating business, we have no choice but we have to register our business sa Bureau of Internal Revenue through the Revenue District Office or Large Taxpayer Service. Para sa mga large taxpayers yon. Pero pag hindi tayo large taxpayer, dun tayo sa ating Revenue District Office having jurisdiction over the place of our business or practice of profession. Okay? Yan po ang Bureau of Internal Revenue at yan po ang logo ng Bureau of Internal Revenue at yan ang office, main office ng Bureau of Internal Revenue sa Quezon City. Nakapasok na kami dyan once pero mahigpit ang security. Okay? Dapat lang. At isa sa mga obligations natin as taxpayer ay yung submission ng iba't ibang tax returns. Hindi lang po annual ITR, iba't ibang tax returns. At yung mga tax returns na ipapasa natin ay makikita po natin dito sa ating Certificate of Registration. Ito po yung ating Certificate of Registration. Meron po kayong makikita sa upper left corner na BIR form number 2303. So pag sinabing 2303, Certificate of Registration yon from the Bureau of Internal Revenue. At makikita nyo po dito banda sa gitna, meron tayong registered tax type. At doon sa ating registered tax type, sa amin po itong COR, may makikita po kayong kauna-unahan income tax. Okay? So yung income tax po, hindi lang siya annually. Quarterly po yan and annually. First, second, third, walang fourth quarter. So first, second, and third quarters lang. Kasunod ng third quarter, annual ITR na. Pero yung iba, ang ginagawa, common mistake, nagkapasa lang ng annual ITR. So, pag nakita ng BIR, the BIR is penalizing or imposing penalties sa mga taxpayers na hindi nagpa-file ng quarterly ITR. Okay? So, quarterly ITR, first, second, third, and annual ITR. Even if, kasi yung depends ng iba, wala naman daw quarterly dyan sa income tax. Eh, wala naman din naman annually dyan. Nasa batas natin na quarterly yan and annual. Okay? So, naglabas ngayon po yung Bureau of Internal Revenue ng Revenue Memorandum Circular number 46 Series of 2021 dated April 6, 2021 to clarify yung mga iba't ibang mga inquiries sa mga taxpayers and tax practitioners regarding the extension, whether extended or not, the deadline of the annual ITR for the year 2020. Okay? So, subject, clarifying the deadline for filing of annual income tax returns for taxable year ending December 31, 2020, providing guidelines in the manner of filing thereof, including the use of electronic signature and retrieving the reiterating availability of electronic audited financial statements. Ang kagandahan dito sa nilabas na memorandum ng BIR, yung inallow ng BIR yung paggamit ng electronic signature. Mamaya explain po natin. Okay? So para kanino? To all internal revenue officials, employees, and others concerned. Hindi po ginagamit ng BIR yung word na taxpayers. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng taxpayers ay concerned. So, ang nilagyan ng BIR, others concerned. So, concerned ka, hindi ka naman BIR official, hindi ka naman BIR employee, so others concerned tayo. So, dito tayo. So, para sa ating tong memo na to. Kasi yung mga hindi concerned, hindi nila ito napag-aaralan. Okay? First paragraph. This memorandum circular is being issued to address the query of a number of taxpayers and practitioners citing news reports that the April 15, 2021 deadline for filing of annual ITR for taxable year ending December 31, 2020 has been extended. Meron din ako nabasa ganong news article online na na-extend daw yung deadline ng annual ITR for the year 2020 from April 15, 2021 yata. No? Pero ito nililinaw na ng BIR, galing mismo sa BIR. So, wag niyo kaagad paniwalaan yung nababasa niyong news article online, lalo na marami tayong fake news maghintay tayo ng memorandum or advisory from the BIR. Makikita nyo naman yun sa BIR website. Kami araw-araw kami sa BIR website. For the guidance and information of all concerned, the deadline for filing said return and payment of taxes due thereon is not extended. So, yung April 15 natin 2021 deadline for the annual ITR covering the calendar year 2020 ay hindi na-extend. Okay, hindi na-extend. Thus, the deadline remains to be on April 15, 2021. However, third paragraph, to elevate the hardships and beating the deadline being encountered during these challenging times. Kasi nga, kahit na more than 3 months ang deadline ng annual ITR from the end of December 31, 2020. So, makikita nyo, January, February, March, April 15. So, that is 3 months and 3.5 months. Kaya nga lang, yung iba nga kasi, lalo na, nagkaroon ng pandemic, nagsipag-resign yung ibang empleyado, ibang empleyado na may access sa accounting records, o yung accounting records ay hindi pa na-record yung mga sales expenses. So, nahihirapan ngayon yung taxpayer gumawa ng annual ITR. Alam ang hulaan natin yon, no? Katulad sa amin, sa ATC, nag-resign yung ating accountant. So, nahihirapan kami ngayon sa ATC gumawa ng annual ITR kasi yung mga records natin, nalungkat pa natin, tapos inaayos natin siya ngayon. So, medyo nahihirapan tayo ngayon. Katulad sa mga ibang company rin kasi nabawasan yung workforce nila. Ibang company nag-resign, ibang company nagtanggalan, di ba? Okay? Pero sabi niya naman dito, during these challenging times, tentative annual ITR may be filed on or before the set deadline. Itong tentative annual ITR, paki-highlight nyo po ito kasi may ibig sabihin ito, tentative. May ibig sabihin po siya. So, annual ITR, tentative, sabi niya, tentative. So, yung tentative po na yan, meron po siyang ibig sabihin under our law. Nag-issue po yung BIR dati, ito po, Revenue Memorandum Circular number 50 series of 2013 to clarify ano ba ibig sabihin ng tentative. Pag nag-file ka ba ng tentative annual ITR, anong ibig sabihin on the part of the BIR? Okay? Kasi pinapayagan ng BIR yung taxpayers mag-file ng tentative annual ITR on or before the set deadline which is April 15, 2021. But again, ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng tentative? So ito po yung tentative. Revenue Memorandum Circular number 50 series of 2013 dated July 50, 2013. Subject, clarification regarding the tentative annual income tax returns being filed by certain taxpayers. So, hindi naman lahat ng taxpayers nagpa-file ng tentative annual ITR. Okay? Kasi yung ibang taxpayers, certain taxpayers, sila nagpa-file. Para kanino? All internal revenue officials, employees, and others concerned. Number 1, background. In a rush to beat the tax deadline, yun yung annual ITR April 15 natin. Some taxpayers file their income tax returns based on tentative financial statements. So, hindi lang pala annual ITR ang tentative, pati financial statements. Why? Kasi yung data na galing sa financial statements, kina-copy-paste natin o inilalagay natin sa annual ITR natin. Tapos, kapag merong discrepancies between the two, suggestion namin, i-explain mo yan sa notes to financial statement. Kasi pag hindi mo in-explain yan sa notes to financial statements, ang mag-i-explain yan, ang mag-i-interpret yan ay yung revenue examiner na pag in-audit na kayo, which is in favor to the BIR, which means meron pang deficiency tax yung company nyo. So example, meron kayong VAT exempted sale. Siyempre, i-explain mo siya sa notes to financial statement kasi meron kang sales na 10 million sa annual ITR mo. Pero bakit wala ka sa VAT returns mo na 10 million which is subject to 12% VAT? So, nagkakaroon na siya ngayon ng discrepancy, tama? So, ngayon, ang gagawin mo, i-explain mo siya ngayon sa notes to financial statement na yung 10 million pesos ay VAT exempt sale. Bakit siya VAT exempt sale? So, you will cite or you will write yung legal basis kung bakit siya VAT exempt. So, yung VAT exempt natin, makikita natin yan sa Section 109 ng Tax Code. Example ng tax exempt, yung letter A. Yung sale or importation of agricultural and marine food products in its original state. Siguro yung mga nabenta mo, mga isda, gulay, karne, yung nasa palengke ka, di ba? So, VAT exempt siya. So, wala siya sa VAT returns. Tama? Wala rin siya sa percentage tax returns kasi nga exempted din yung sa percentage tax natin na 3% na ngayon ay 1% na lang up to July 1, 2023. So, yun ang importance ng financial statements. Okay? Kaya, be careful po sa pinapasa nating financial statement as required attachment sa Annual ITR kasi hindi po yan pang management, pang BIR yan. Ginagamit po nila yan as evidence against taxpayer. Na-explain na po namin yan sa inyo. Okay? So, very careful and exhaust the explanation, yung written explanation sa notes to financial statements. Okay? Kung hindi po kayo marunong kung paano gumawa ng notes to financial statements and other components of financial statements, we have RWB book para sa inyo, how to make your own financial statements. May mga template po tayo dito ng financial statements. May income statement, balance sheet, equity, cash flow, and notes to financial statement. Pati po yung topic ng statement of management responsibility nandito rin po. Okay? And then, tentative financial statement, tuloy po natin with the word tentative written on the face of the return. Never pa namin itong na-experience na naglagay kami ng tentative na words dun sa harapan ng Annual ITR. Kasi usually naman, before pandemic, maayos naman yung records namin. So, trial balance, financial statements, annual income tax returns, tapos checking na lang siya, after mag-drop ng financial statement and income tax return, i-check ko, babalidate ko kung tama ba, tapos pina-finalize na namin. Before pandemic, ganun. Kaya lang, during pandemic, nagkagulo-gulo tayo. Pati yung ating records, nagkagulo-gulo na rin. Okay? So, di pa namin ito naranasan itong tentative word na on the face of the return. Nevertheless, it was noted that these taxpayers have not been filing the corresponding final returns to reflect their supposedly correct tax liabilities. So, kung napansin nyo po, meron siyang dalawang klaseng returns na binanggit in regarding the filing of Annual ITR. So, we have tentative annual income tax return. Tapos, meron pa raw pong final. Ano ba yung purpose ng final? Tsaka ano ba yung purpose ng tentative? Basahin po natin. Ito po ang kopya ng RMC 50 2013. You may request this copy on our Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center, or at your convenience, you may research this on the internet para downloadable para mabasa nyo rin. Okay? In a tentative return, the taxpayer implies that the incompleteness or the non-finality of the data considered in arriving at the tax phase and therefore the correct tax due cannot possibly be computed. So yun po ang ibig sabihin ng tentative. Nag-i-imply tayo kahit hindi natin siya ini-explain expressly, pero daw ang ibig sabihin nun ay incomplete yung data or non-final pa siya o hindi pa siya final, kaya tentative mo siya. Okay? So, yun naman ang ibig sabihin talaga ng tentative sa mga other use sa mga ibang words, ibang sentences. So, tentative means not yet final. So, kung di pa yan final, ibig sabihin incomplete pa yung data. So, instead of 10 million, siguro dapat 15 million yon. Hindi mo na nalungkat yung records o hinulaan mo lang muna. Hinulaan mo lang muna, tapos saka na namin nahanapan yung records namin para mabit natin yung deadline. Bakit ba binibit ng ibang taxpayers yung deadline? Para maiwasan yung penalty. Ganun ginagawa nila. Tentative para maiwasan yung penalty, tapos ang ginagawa nila, nag-a-amend sila. Ito po yung final, nag-a-amend sila. Kasi yung tentative, incomplete pa siya, hindi pa siya final. So, ang gagawin mo para maging final? On the other hand, in affixing the signature, the taxpayer is also declaring that the return filed is made in good faith, is true and correct in accordance with the provisions of the National Internal Revenue Code as amended and existing regulations. Kung mapapansin nyo po, yung pinipirmahan nyo bago nyo pirmahan, di ba? I declare under the penalties of perjury. So, huwag nyo muna pong pirmahan kaagad yung mga tax returns nyo at basahin nyo muna po yun. Kasi yung word na perjury, that's a criminal offense under our revised penal code or RPC. Okay? Consequently, the filing of amended tax returns and finalization of its audited financial statements should be a priority by the taxpayer. Yun po yung final annual income tax return. You can make your final annual income tax return kasi ngayon tentative, hindi pa siya final, incomplete pa siya, by amendment. Yung ibang hindi alam kung paano mag-amend. i-amend mo siya by filing the same DIR form like 1702RT, 1701 o 1701A. Tapos ngayon, yung amendment mo, yung mga data doon, sales, expenses, cost of sales, ay correct na, complete na, final na. Okay? Tapos ang gagawin mo doon, meron lang naman portion doon or item sa annual ITR na nagtatanong sa taxpayer, amended return ba to? Yes or no? O amended, yes mo lang siya. Kasi kapag tentative, no yun. Kapag amendment, yes yung amended return na item doon sa makikita nyo sa annual ITR. Okay? Notwithstanding the filing of amended tax return has the effect of extending the 3-year period, pakiguhitan po yung 3-year period, within which the BIR is allowed to examine the books of the taxpayer. Yung sinasabi niya po ditong 3-year period within which the BIR is allowed to examine the books of the taxpayer. Ang ibig sabihin po nun, prescription. Under po ng Section 203 ng ating tax code, nagpe-prescribe po yung ating tax returns. Pag sinabi pong prescription, hindi ka na po pwedeng i-assess. Pwede kang i-audit. Wala pong prescription yung audit through issuance of the letter of authority of the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Ang may prescription, yung assessment, yung final assessment notice, formal letter of demand, and final assessment notice. Kaya nagpe-prescribe yung ating tax returns 3 years. 3 years from the filing of the tax returns or deadline of tax returns, whichever comes later. So, pag nag-amend ka after 1 year, may extend yung inyong prescription ng 1 year. Malino naman dito. Okay? So, bibilang ka ng 3 years. Ngayon, kung nag-prescribe na siya, pwede mo i-cite yung prescription under Section 203 ng ating tax code to invalidate or to void yung assessment na binigay sa inyo. Usaping ano naman yan? Usaping tax audit na. Usaping tax audit na. Yun lang ang ibig sabihin dito ng 3-year period natin. Kaya lang yung 3-year period na-extend yan into 10 years. 10 years under Section 222, paragraph A ng ating tax code ay Section 222 ng ating tax code. If I'm not mistaken, Section 222 ng ating tax code. Kung daw nagkakamali. Okay? Nagiging 10 years yung prescription because your tax returns are fraudulent or false o hindi ka mismo nakapag-file ng tax return. Wala pong magpe-prescribe na tax returns kung hindi kayo nag-file. So, kahit zero, pero tama, mag-file kayo kasi nga nagpe-prescribe yon. So, kung hindi ka nag-file, walang magpe-prescribe. Okay? Malina po ba yun? Okay? And policy. For purposes of this Revenue Memorandum Circular, a tentative tax return shall be considered as a final return. So, yung tentative mo raw, magiging final. Bakit magiging final yung tentative? Tentative nga eh. Kasi, unless a final amended return is filed by the concerned taxpayer, hindi ka kasi nag-file. So, kung hindi ka nag-file ng amended tax return to finalize your data doon sa inyong annual ITR, yung tentative magiging final. Okay? However, once an electronic letter of authority or LOA or ELA or any other notice of audit is received, taxpayers are barred from making amendments to the tentative tax returns filed. Tama po yun. Hindi po pwedeng mag-amend yung taxpayers kung nakareceive na siya ng LOA. Pero yung hindi niya pwedeng i-amend, yung covered lang ng LOA. So, kung in-audit sa kanya 2017, hindi niya pwedeng i-amend yung 2017. Pero yung 2018, pwede niyang i-amend yun kasi wala naman yun sa LOA. Okay? This emphasizes that income tax returns marked as tentative may also be subject of examination pursuant to Section 6A of the Tax Code as amended. So, kahit tentative po yan, kahit nga hindi kayo nag-file ng tax return kahit hindi kayo nag-file ng tax return, pwede kayong audit ng Bureau of Internal Revenue. Wala pong exception doon. Okay? So, yung tentative mo, magiging final pag hindi ka nag-amend. So, anong purpose kapag hindi ka anong magiging effect pag hindi ka nag-amend at na-audit ka? Malamang malaki yung deficiency tax na babayaran mo. Kasi nga yung tentative mo, hindi pa siya final. Kulang-kulang pa siya. Okay? Pwedeng kulang, pwedeng sobra. Ibig sabihin, sa madaling salita, mali. Mali yung taxable base na ginamit mo in arriving the tax due. Okay? So, yun po yung ibig sabihin ng tentative annual ITR na sinasabi ng BIR sa ating RMC 46-2021 na ina-allow tayo. Kaya nga lang, yung tentative nga, under RMC 50-2013, dapat mo siyang i-amend para maging final. Okay? And then, pwede ka daw mag-amend on or before May 15, 2021 without imposition of increments. Balik po tayo sa RMC 46-2021. Yung sinasabi niya ditong imposition of increments, yun yung 25% surcharge, 12% annual interest, and compromise penalty from 1,000 to 50,000 pesos. Even though nag-amend ka on or before May 15, 2021. Kasi ang rule dito ng BIR, pag nag-amend ka after the deadline ng tax returns mo at merong additional tax due kang babayaran, merong penalty na yon. Merong penalty yung additional tax due mo na babayaran after mo mag-amend after ng deadline. Pero ngayon, after ng deadline, within May, on or before May 15, 2021, pwede kang mag-amend without penalties. So, ito na ginawa ng BIR kasi instead na i-extend at ma-extend yung collection effort ng Bureau of Internal Revenue para mabudgetan or maponduhan yung iba't ibang government projects like yung ating sa health issue brought by COVID-19 pandemic, ang ginawa nila, bayad ka. File ka, kung mayroong mabayaran, bayaran mo on or before April 15, 2021. Tapos i-amend mo na lang siya on or before May 15, 2021. So, dalawang date ang importante ngayon. April 15, 2021, the deadline of our annual ITR na hindi siya na-extend, pero pwede mo naman daw siya i-amend on or before May 15, 2021 without penalties. Okay? Paano i-search? Pag sobra yung after amendment, sobra, mayroon akong overpayment. So, itong gagawin natin. Provided that the taxpayer whose amended returns will result in overpayment of taxes paid can opt to carry over the overpaid tax as tax credit against the tax due for the same tax type, which is income tax, in the succeeding period, or file for refund. Yung isa, carry over. So, sumobra ka, example, sumobra ka ng bayad, 10,000 pesos. Pwede mo gamitin yung 10,000 as offset or tax credit, pambawas ng tax payable doon sa tax due, doon sa next mong quarterly ITR, which is 2021, and annual ITR, 2021, and succeeding period, hanggang sa maubos yung overpayment mo. Ganun yun. Yung isang refund, hindi namin ina-advise na mag-apply kayo ng refund kasi ang refund ay mandatory i-audit ng BIR. Under po ng RMO 19-2015. So, bakit ka mag-a-apply ng refund kung i-audit ka rin naman pala ng BIR? Kasi ang gusto ng BIR, i-verify. Gustong i-verify ng BIR, tama ba yun yung ina-apply mong refund? At minsan po, yung examiner, nangyari sa akin, imbis na government ang may utang sa akin kasi nag-apply ako ng refund for overpayment ng aking income tax, nagkaroon ako ng overpayment kasi may mga withholding tax yung mga clients natin, which is mas malaki doon sa na-compute na annual tax due, nag-apply ako ng refund, in-audit ako. Nung in-audit ako pa ngayon may utang sa BIR. Ako parang yung may utang yun sa BIR, which is mali naman yung audit nila, which is pinoprotest ko nga, which is umabot na ng 2 taon may higit. Nasa office pa ng Commissioner of Internal Revenue yung aking protest. Pinoprotest ko yung final decision on disputed assessment or FDDA ng regional director. So kung hindi naman po kalakihan yung overpayment nyo, after amendment on or before May 15, 2021 ng inyong annual ITR, I strongly recommend i-carry over nyo na lang. Kasi ang carry over, pambawas yan ng tax due. Anong tax due? Income tax due only. Hindi siya pwedeng pambawas sa VAT, percentage, withholding tax. No. Same tax type lang. So, overpayment mo, income tax. Carry over mo, income tax pa rin. Okay? Hindi siya pwede sa iba. So, again, I strongly recommend just in case you have overpayment to carry over na lang. Ang carry over naman, kailangan mo lang i-photocopy yung first page ng annual ITR mo ng previous year. Tapos ina-attach yun dun sa iyong succeeding quarterly ITR and annual ITR as proof of your carry over. Kasi makikita naman sa first page ng annual ITR yung overpayment. Tapos pinili mo doon kasi may 3 choices yun eh. Carry over, refund, tax credit certificate. But i-exhaust nyo na lang o gamitin nyo na lang or piliin nyo na lang yung carry over. Okay? Carry over na lang. Further, pursuant to Republic Act No. 8792 or the Electronic Commerce Act of 2000, all tax returns, attachments, and documents identified above. Pakikita yung identified above. So, yung identified above, annual ITR lang po yun. Hindi po applicable to sa ibang tax returns. Can be signed by the taxpayer or its authorized officer or signatory through an electronic signature. So, kung magpapapirma kayo, yung boss nyo nasa ibang bansa, yung signatory, presidente, nagka-quarantine sa malayong lugar, kailangan pumunta pa siya ng Manila o ng lugar nyo para pumirma o na malayo naman. Diba? Pwede niya pirmahan na yung document o sa akin ang ginagawa ko, pag nagsisend ako ng PDF, kailangan ng pirma ko, ang ginagawa ko, meron akong picture ng pirma ko. Ginawa ko yun sa app ng Microsoft Office. Pumirma ako doon, tapos sinid ko siya as photo or JPEG. Tapos ang ginagawa ko, ini-insert ko na lang doon sa document, doon sa signatory line ko. So, ang tawag doon, electronic signature. Okay, o pwede naman, kung meron kayong PDF file na pwede kayong mag-signature doon sa document, pwede naman yun. So, ang inaalaw lang po ng electronic signature ay yung mga annual ITR lang. Kasi ito yung topic natin sa RMC 46-2021. Such electronic signature shall be deemed equivalent to an actual signature or wet signature for filing purposes. Ibig sabihin, valid yun. Valid yun as ipinirmahan mo siya ng personal or actual or wet signature nga, yung gamit your ballpen. Okay? Next natin, the availability of the EAFS or Electronic Audited Financial Statement Facility as an option. So, yung submission of your electronically filed annual ITR and its required attachment, dalawang options na. Pwedeng ipa-receive sa RDO or pwedeng ipa-receive through electronic audited financial statements, yung online submission sa Bureau of Internal Revenue website. In submitting the hard copies of electronically filed annual ITR and its attachments, as circularized in RMC 49-2020 as amended and as amended is hereby reiterated. Bakit ka ba, sir? O bakit ba tayo nagpa-file ng electronically? Pag sinabing electronically, using EFPS, using EBIR forms online, yun yung electronic platform in submitting our tax returns online, no? Bakit ba tayo nagsasubmit ng electronically filed annual ITR kung nasubmit naman na siya? Nagsasubmit tayo noon kasi may mga required attachments yung annual ITR like Statement of Management Responsibility, like your BIR form number 2307 you receive from your clients, customers, or buyers na nag-withhold sa inyo, hard copies, ano pa? Financial statements, yung internal auditor's certificate na in-audit yung inyong books of accounts and other accounting records. Those required attachments are not yet received by the BIR because hindi mo naman na siya na-submit online kasama yung annual ITR mo. Yung nag-submit ka ng annual ITR mo online by hitting the button submit, ang nasubmit mo lang doon yung annual ITR mo. Hindi kasama yung mga required attachments na binanggit ko. So, gustong ma-receive yun ng BIR as provided by our law. So, ngayon, pag nagpa-receive ka nun, punta ka doon sa RDO mo. Bakit ka pupunta ng RDO? Kasi yung annual ITR mo, electronically filed, no payment. O kaya nagbayad ka online din. So, pagkabayad mo online ng income tax due mo, kasi pwede na tayo magbayad online using your credit card or other payment options natin, GCash, or Union Bank, or Land Bank, or Paymaya, diba? Hindi naman na-receive ng BIR yung attachment mo. Na-receive ng BIR yung online filing mo, na-receive ng BIR yung online payment mo. Pero yung required attachment, hindi nila na-receive. So, pinapa-receive yun sa Bureau of Internal Revenue, or pwede mo siya i-submit online using the Electronic Audited Financial Statements, EAFS, icon dun sa BIR website para hindi ka na pupunta ng RDO mo para mag-receive manually. O kaya, bakit tayo nagpa-receive pa sa RDO or sa online submission? Kasi no payment. No payment yung annual ITR natin. So, kung no payment yung annual ITR natin, malamang hindi ka pumunta sa bangko para magbayad. Hindi ka pumunta sa bangko para magbayad. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin? Papareceive sa RDO mo, yung electronically filed annual ITR, together with the required attachments. O kaya, pumunta ka doon sa BIR website, hanapin mo yung EAFS EAFS, tapos mag-register ka lang dyan, tapos ito mo siya isa-submit, i-scan mo lang yung mga documents mo, including the Annual ITR. Ngayon, paano yun, sir? Nagbayad na kami sa bangko. Kailangan pa ba namin pumunta ng RDO para magpa-receive? Okay, mag-submit sa electronic audited financial statements, online submission ng BIR? Hindi na. Kasi yung bangko na pinagpasahan mo ng Annual ITR mo, dalawang kopya sa kanila, isa sa atin, yung bangko na magpo-forward ng Annual ITR natin together with the record attachments sa RDO. Again, kaya natin nagkapal ng electronically filed Annual ITR with its record attachment sa ating RDO. Number 1, nagbayad ka online. You prepared to pay your annual income tax due or payable online. So, pag nagbayad ka ng online, hindi na-receive ng BIR yung record attachment. So, kailangan mo pumunta ng RDO o through online submission through EAFS para mag-submit ng mga documents na yan. Okay, pangalawang scenario, no payment yung ating annual ITR. So, kung no payment yung annual ITR, you have to go to RDO para mapareceive yung record attachments natin. Because failure to do so is another violation of our tax code with corresponding penalties. Okay? Maliwanag po ba? Next, ito yung maganda. Ito pa yung section 6 na yan. Ito pa yung nagsasabi na pwede tayong mag-amend ng ating tax returns within 3 years from the date of filing or date of deadline, whichever comes later. However, hindi na tayo pwede mag-amend kapag na-issuean tayo ng letter of authority. Pero yung hindi mo lang naman pwede i-amend, yung covered lang ng LOA. So kung ang covered ng LOA ay 2017 lang ang hindi mo pwede i-amend to correct. Kasi yun ang ibig sabihin ng to amend, ng amendment, to correct the previously filed erroneous tax returns. Katulad ng annual ITR kasi nga incomplete pa siya. Kasi nga tentative pa siya. Okay? Maliwanag po ba? So, ngayon, nagbaba yung BIR na ito, bank bulletin. Itong bank bulletin, para ito sa mga bangko, pero makikita nyo rin ito sa BIR website. No? So, bank bulletin number 2021, number 8, to all BIR authorized agent banks or AAB from the Commissioner of Internal Revenue, subject acceptance of amended income tax returns until May 15, 2021. Date April 29, 2021. In connection with the Revenue Memorandum Circular Number 46/2021, katulad ng binasa natin kanina, all authorized agent banks are hereby advised to accept amended annual income tax return for calendar year 2020 and the corresponding payments of taxes due thereon until May 15, 2021, even without the signature of the BIR authorized personnel. Kasi po yung ibang bangko, hindi naman knowledgeable dito. Malamang hindi nila alam yung RMC 46/2021, hindi nila alam yung RMC 50/2013, kasi ang bangko, accept ng payment yan. May tendency kasi, ang pwedeng mangyari, pa nag-file ka at may payment, nag-amend ka on or before May 15, 2021, tapos may additional tax due, which is malinaw naman sa RMC 46/2021, wala siyang penalties, tapos gusto mo siyang bayaran over the counter sa bangko or AAB, authorized agent bank, ang ginagawa ng ibang bangko hindi tinatanggap. Hindi nila tinatanggap kasi alam nila after deadline ka na nagbayad. At ang ginagawa ng ibang bangko, pinapapunta ka sa RDO para ipakomplete yung penalties. Tapos pipirmahan daw ng RDO yon or other revenue officer dun sa RDO. So ang gagawin nyo, kapag nagbayad kayo, you prepared na magbayad ng inyong annual income tax due pa, na meron pa yung babayaran after amendment on or before May 15, 2021, dalhin nyo to. Dalhin nyo tong copy na tong bank bulletin na to at pwede nyo pakita sa bank manager at ito yung nagsasabi na hindi kailangan ng signature ng revenue officer ng RDO at hindi kailangan ng penalties. Kasi yung iba ng ibang bangko nag-i-impose ng penalties. Gusto nila bayaran mo yung penalties kaya pinapabalik nila yung taxpayer sa RDO, which is hassle naman on the part of the taxpayer. Pag sinabi nila, ay hindi, may penalty na yan after ka na after deadline ka na nag-amend, after April 15. Ang deadline natin, April 15, May 15 ka na ngayon nag-amend. Pwede mo ipakita itong RMC 46/2021. Nagsasabi na, on or before May 15, 2021, pwede tayo mag-amend without imposition of increments. Ang tawag doon, increments, penalties yun. Okay? Maliwanag po ba yan? And kaya nga lang po yung May 15, 2021, if I'm not mistaken po, this falls on Saturday. Nag-fall po on Saturday yung May 15, 2021 deadline for our amendment of Annual ITR. So, in accordance po sa Revenue Memorandum Circular Number 65 Series of 2016, kinalarify po dyan yung deadlines ng ating tax returns na nag-fall on weekend and holiday. So, malinaw po dyan, sinabi dyan na if the deadline falls on weekend, the deadline will be automatically, pag sinabing automatically, hindi kailangan ng advisory or memorandum ng commissioner o ng BIR, na may extend yung deadline on the following or next banking day or next working day. Eh, ang next working day na ito, May 15, Saturday, May 16, Sunday, May 17 na. So, yung May 15 natin original na deadline for the amendment of our annual ITR ay magiging May 17 kasi nga the May 15 falls on Saturday which is weekend. At ang weekend walang bangko. Kahit na no payment kahit na no payment yung amendment natin. Yan ang rule na binigay ng Bureau of Internal Revenue under ng RMC 65/2016. Okay? And there are 3 important dates dito sa ating pinag-aaralan. April 15, 2021, the annual ITR deadline, which is hindi siya na-extend. Pero binigyan tayo ng palugit ng isang buwan. Mag-amend ka on or before May 15, 2021 without increments, without penalties, just in case may additional tax due ka pang babayaran. But again, the May 15, 2021 falls on Saturday, and under RMC 65/2016, mag-move yan ng May 17, 2021, even without memorandum sa BIR Commissioner. Kasi automatic yun. And the pangatlong date na importante is the May 30. Itong May 30, 2021, yung submission to ng required attachment. So, itong May 30, 2021 deadline, we will explain this in the separate ATC video, which is free, para po sa inyo mapag-aralan nyo. Explain po natin yan kasi masyado na mahaba. Nagawa po tayo ng another free ATC video to explain the May 30, 2021 deadline for the submission of the required attachment. Kasi hindi lang po annual ITR pinapasa sa BIR, may required attachment. A statement of management responsibility, financial statements, the hard copy of your BIR form number 2307, the e-submission validation report as proof na nakapag-submit tayo ng ating SAU. Ano pa? Yung proof ng prior year's excess credit, yung natin sobra, yung carry over natin, prior year's excess credit, awag dun eh. Okay. May mga ganun yung mga report attachment na hindi nasasubmit online, pero ngayon meron ng online submission using the EAFS, pero you will submit pa kasi pag file ng annual ITR online hindi kasama yung mga attachment na yun, separate submission pa siya. Okay, just in case you choose the electronic submission using the EAFS ng Bureau of Internal Revenue. Okay, and maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Ugaliin po natin mag-aral ng taxation kasi whether we like it or not, kahit ang binibenta mo milk tea, taho, dyan sa palengke, whether you like it or not, covered tayo ng ating tax code. At yung tax code natin, minsan mahirap siya pag-aralan kasi pabago-bago. Lalo na ito, may maglalabas yung BIR ng rules and regulations. Tapos, after 1 week, i-amen, may babaguhin. So, nandito po kami para turuan kayo. Basta willing lang po kayo matuto. Hindi po namin kailangan dito ng college degree. Hindi namin kailangan ng master's degree or doctorate degree. Ang kailangan namin dito in our company, ATC, willingness to learn. Basta willing kayo matuto, mapag-aaralan po natin to. Okay? Para maiwasan po natin iba't ibang penalties na minimum 1,000. Pati po iba't ibang sulat sa atin ng Bureau of Internal Revenue, yung mga love letters sa atin, pag nakareceive kayo niyan, sa akin po yan, ang ibig sabihin niyan, something is wrong. Hindi kayo sumulat sa BIR, also Department of Finance Secretary, pero nakatanggap kayo ng sulat, something is wrong yon. Ito sulat sa akin yan kasi meron ako mga concerns sa kanila, so meron silang reply letter sa akin. This is before pandemic pa. At para maiwasan na rin po natin yung unnecessary fear na nararamdaman natin sa Bureau of Internal Revenue simply because hindi natin alam kung tama ba yung ginagawa sa atin minsan, o tama ba yung compliance natin. Or in the case of audit, in-audit ka, binigyan ka ng assessment, tama ba yun? Okay? Mag-aral po tayo. Problem solved po sa ating topic na submission of 2020 annual income tax returns. Sana po ay marami kayong natutunan sa ating topic ngayon. And we would like to invite you to our online education po. Online na po tayo. Makakapag-aral na po tayo anytime, anywhere ng ating iba't ibang tax compliance, bookkeeping, financial statement, tax audit. Okay? So, if you want to learn po how to file, how to make, file, and pay your own tax returns. So, meron po tayo RWB book, how to file and pay your own tax returns. Meron tayong practice set. Nandito po yung mga iba't ibang tax returns. And we have lecture set. Nandito yung mga data na gagamitin natin. Tsaka in discussion natin, ito ni-explain natin. Okay? Matututunan nyo na po mag-file and pay ng iba't ibang tax returns. Quarterly, annual ITR, expanded withholding tax, monthly and quarterly and annual, compensation, monthly and annual, other special topics like top withholding agent. Nandito po. Yung guidelines in the filing and payment of tax returns, nandito po siya. May mga online tutorial videos po tayo dito. Ito po yung mga online tutorial videos natin. Hindi nyo po kailangan basahin to para pag-aralan kasi ini-explain natin to step by step, BIR form by BIR form para mapag-aralan nyo how to make, file, and pay your own tax returns. Even if hindi kayo nagpa-file at nagpe-pay ng inyong tax returns, mas maganda na po meron tayong alam. Mas maganda na po meron tayong alam. Okay? So, investment fee po is 4,999 only. Free delivery po tayo within the Philippines and meron tayong RWB support, unlimited RWB support. Kung meron kayong gustong itanong, inquiries regarding sa pinag-aaralan nyo, just message us in our Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center, or pwede nyo kami tawagan, call consultation, wala pong charge yun. Okay? Dalawa na po ito, 4,999 only. Package na po dito yung online tutorial videos namin at isi-send po namin sa inyo yung link. Meron po tayong exclusive link, exclusive tutorial videos para dito sa ating mga RWB Books. Send po namin sa inyo yun. Tapos bibigyan po namin kayo ng steps para ma-access nyo yung mga online tutorial videos nyo. Para lang po sa inyo yun. Exclusive lang po yan sa mga RWB Book owners natin. Okay? Na, kung gusto nyo naman pong matuto na tax audit, just in case meron pong existing tax audit yung business nyo or practice of profession nyo, this is the best RWB book para sa inyo kasi dito po natin pag-aaralan yung letter of authority. May mga actual po tayo ditong cases like yan po. Ito po yung tsura ng letter of authority sa mga hindi pa nakakakita. Ayan. Ayan. Letter of authority, ano pa? May mga assessment notices din tayo dito. Assessment notices, may mga actual tayong letter of protest. May mga format tayo dito ng letter of protest na pwede nyo gamitin pagbasihan sa paggawa ng effective letter of protest nyo. Just in case you are disagree dun sa assessment na binigay sa inyo ng examiner or ng Bureau of Internal Revenue. May mga actual din po tayo dito mga ganito assessment notice like formal letter of demand. May mga final decision on disputed assessment. Yung topic po natin dito ay from letter of authority hanggang final decision on disputed assessment protest sa Office of the Commissioner of Internal Revenue. So from LOA, checklist of the requirements, first notice, second and final notice, subpoena, at yung student natin sa Marikina, siya mismo nag-handle ng subpoena niya. Pinag-aralan niya sa ating RWB book. Siya mismo nag-handle ng subpoena niya. So hindi niya kailangan matakot dun sa subpoena na binigay sa kanya. Kasi alam niya kung paano i-handle yon, alam niya paano i-comply. So hindi niya kailangan matakot yung iba kasi takot na takot kapag sinasubpoena na. Okay? Mag-aaral po tayo para meron tayong education. Huwag lang po tayo negosyo ng negosyo, benta ng goods or services kasi yung benta natin, yung cash natin, yung sales natin, revenues natin, at the end of the day, baliwala lang yan. Pagdating sa Bureau of Internal Revenue, baka mas malaki pa yung penalties natin kumpara sa bottom line or kinita natin. Okay, so mag-aral po tayo. So, meron po itong mga online tutorial videos. I think that is 29 online tutorial videos. This one, online yan. At applicable lang po sa inyo yan, mga RWB book owners natin, exclusive lang sa inyo. Hindi po available yan sa YouTube channel natin. Ang available pa sa YouTube channel natin, mga trailers lang yon. Pero sa inyong mga RWB book owners, exclusive lang sa inyo to. Okay? So, pwede nyo pag-aralan dito yung notice of discrepancy, yung bago na, yung preliminary assessment notice, formal letter of demand, final decision na disputed assessment, and other topics po. We have online tutorial videos exclusive 28, I think 28 or 29 para po sa ating RWB book BIR tax audit. Strategic handling and surviving BIR tax audit investigation for micro, small, and medium entrepreneurs. Huwag mo isama yung large kasi yung large may pambayad yun ng large fee sa mga large accounting firm. Investment fees, 9,999 only. Pakapal po ito, more than 600 pages, 9,999 only. Kasama na po dito yung ating RWB book, free delivery, and package exclusive online tutorial videos to explain step by step yung ating contents ng RWB book. Kung ano na gusto niyo pag-aralan dito, yun na po gusto niyo panoorin, pahala po kayo. Pero we suggest na step by step niyo pag-aralan. Okay? And we have bookkeeping. Meron po kaming RWB bookkeeping for seller of service. Kung gusto niyo pong matuto kung paano po mag-record ng business transaction niyo para po sa mga seller of service, we have RWB book para sa inyo. May mga sample po tayo ditong resibo. Ito po. Yung bookkeeping natin, yung mga transactions natin dito, actual nating resibo to. Okay? So, for seller of service, official receipt evidencing the sales transaction. Meron din tayong mga expenses. Ayan. Yung mga expenses tayo. So, ito pong mga resibo na to, ito yung gagamitin nating data para sa recordings, sa practice natin ng recording sa ating books of accounts. Tapos, meron din po tayo ditong chart of accounts. Ayan, meron po tayong chart of accounts. Ayan. May chart of accounts po tayo. Ayan. Itong chart of accounts na to, ito yung mga listahan ng account titles na ginagamit sa recording ng business transaction. Kami po gumawa na ito, ginagamit rin po namin ito sa company namin. Okay? So, meron po itong kasamang books of accounts. Isang set na po ito. We have 12 columns or 14 columns. Ang tawag po dito, cash disbursements journal. We have general journal. Recording ito ng mga non-cash transactions. We have 4 columns. Dito natin i-record yung mga cash receipts journal. And we have ledger. Dito natin i-record yung summary para makagawa tayo ng trial balance and other tax returns and financial statements sa ledger. So, itong apat na books of accounts po, package na po ito. Package na po ito sa ating RWB bookkeeping. Investment fee is 4,999 only. Free delivery po tayo within the Philippines. However, hindi nyo po kailangan basahin to kasi kahit basahin nyo to, hindi nyo rin maintindihan dahil technical yung mga terms, tapos English pa minsan yung provision ng batas natin. So, kung ikaw ay karaniwan nag-negosyo, hindi mo siya maintindihan. So, i-explain po natin siya using our online tutorial videos, ATC online tutorial videos, which are exclusive lang o para lang sa inyong mga RWB book owners na nag-avail po ng RWB books. Okay? 4,999 only po. Itong online tutorial videos natin, bibigyan namin kayo ng link. May link po yan. Tapos, bibigay po namin sa inyo, tapos i-access nyo siya. Meron tayong code dito. Meron tayong code. Ayun po, may code. May code kayong gagamitin. Ang tawag natin dito, RWB book number. Para ma-access nyo po yung mga online tutorial videos nyo. Ayun po, may code siya. Ito. Itong code na yan, yan yung ginagamit natin para ma-access yung mga online tutorial videos nyo. So, hindi po ito basta-basta ma-access ng ibang walang RWB book. Okay? So, next. If your business is seller of goods, kung seller of goods naman yung business nyo po, we have RWB book para sa inyo for seller of goods. Okay? May mga sample din po tayo ditong resibo. Ito po. Yan. Sales invoice naman kapag seller of goods. Tapos meron po tayong mga sample na resibo ng expenses natin. So, itong mga actual na resibo, itong gagamitin natin as our data for practicing how to record your own business transactions sa books of accounts. So, ito yung pagpapracticean natin, hindi yung actual yung business. Kasi pag ito yung pagpapracticean natin, kahit pa nagkamali kayo, walang penalty. Okay? Ngayon po, may kasama din po itong books of accounts, 4, katulad po ng seller of service. Okay? So, package na po ito, investment fee is 4,999 only. Okay? So, free delivery tayo within the Philippines, and hindi nyo kailangan basahin ito para pag-aralan kasi mahirap intindihin kasi English. Tapos, very technical pa yung mga terms natin kasi nga tax code. Okay? So, meron tayong online tutorial videos yan. Ito pa yung online tutorial videos natin para explain step by step yung ating RWB book po. Okay? How to record sa CRJ, CDJ, General Journal, tsaka General Ledger. How to make your own trial balance. How to close your books of accounts. Yung mga ganyan. Ano ba yung financial statement? Ano ba yung asset, liabilities? Nandito po. Okay? And kanina, how to make your own financial statements. So, yung magpapasa po ng financial statement as record attachment to their annual ITR, we strongly suggest po na be careful sa ina-attach nyong financial statement kasi ginagamit po ng BIR examiner to audit us against us para makapag-assess sa atin ng iba't ibang mga assessment. So, we have, yan. Meron po tayong format dito ng financial statement like this one, income statement. Ito po yung ginagamit namin ding format para sa financial statement ng ating company. So, i-share lang po namin sa inyo para ma-educate namin kayo. Meron tayo ditong income statement, may balance sheet, may cash flow, may equity, may notes to financial statement, tsaka merong statement of management responsibility. So, i-explain po natin step by step through our online tutorial videos kung paano po gumawa ng iba't ibang components ng financial statements nyo. Okay? Yung mga technique din po tayo dito ituturo. Investment fee is 4,999 only. Free delivery po tayo within the Philippines. So, pero hindi nyo kailangan basahin to kasi meron tayong online tutorial videos. Yan po. Exclusive lang po yan para sa inyo. Tapos gagamitin nyo po, meron tayong RWB book number or code dito sa loob ng libro para yun ang gamitin nyo as password to access yung mga exclusive nating tutorial videos. Okay? And we have train law. Kung gusto nyo po matuto ng iba't ibang updates under our train law, ano ba mas maganda? Tax planning, 8% ba? 40% or aid? How to avail your 8%? Andito po sa ating RWB book train law. Investment fee is 4,999 only. Pero may discount time 500. Avail na po kayo, 4,499 na lang. Pati po ating financial statement natin, mayroon tayong 500 pesos discount. 4,499 na lang po. Okay? Free delivery po tayo within the Philippines. And our new RWB book for VAT bookkeeping. Yay! Medyo makapal po siya kaya medyo tayo natagalan. At ang ginagawa po natin, nag-shoot na po tayo ng online tutorial videos para sa ating RWB book VAT bookkeeping. Bago na po siya. Okay? So, meron itong investment fee na 6,499. Kasama yung kanyang 6 na RWB na manual books of accounts. Meron tayong CDJ, CRJ, GJ, GL, tapos subsidiary sales journal and subsidiary purchases journal. So, 6 siya. So, hindi pa po siya for delivery kasi ginagawa pa namin yung online tutorial videos. Okay? Pero pwede na po yung mag-reserve sa amin. Pwede na po yung mag-reserve. And dito po, this one is RWB book for VAT bookkeeping, seller of goods. This one naman is RWB book VAT bookkeeping for seller of service. Meron din po siyang, bago lang po ito, meron din po siyang 6 na books of accounts. Package na po yan. Yung mga online tutorial videos din to, pero sinushoot pa rin namin hanggang ngayon. Okay? Magpa-reserve na po kayo. And lahat po ng ating RWB books ay merong unlimited RWB support. So, after you purchase our RWB book, after nyo mag-invest sa ating RWB book, meron kayong gustong question or meron kayong gustong i-clarify, pwede nyo pong i-message yan sa ating Facebook page or itawag sa ating contact number. At kilala naman po namin kung sino yung mga RWB book owners namin kasi meron tayong record. Okay? Free of charge po yan, unlimited RWB support natin. Wala pa yung babayaran doon. And available yung ating cash on delivery through LBC. Bayaran nyo lang po yung RWB books nyo kapag na-receive nyo na. Tapos si LBC na po ang magre-remit sa amin. Babayaran nyo lang po sa LBC. And before we end our educational video today, we would like you to share with you our beautiful educational quote na lagi po namin sinasabi sa inyo. Change your mind and you will change your life. Pagdating po sa pagbibusiness, wala po tayong kawala sa tax. So, instead of isipin natin tax is a burden, tax is pahirap, tax is pasakit, isipin na lang po natin yung tax ay integral part kasama sa negosyo natin para mag-grow yung ating business. Okay? So, whether we like it or not, mag-file ka pa rin ng mga iba't ibang tax returns, may babayaran ka, pero hindi naman masyadong malaki yun. Kung educated ka, syempre alam mo kung magkano yung tamang buwis na dapat mong bayaran lang, hindi yung mga excessive. Hindi kulang, hindi sobra. Yung tama lang. Okay, maliwanag po ba? So, mag-aral po tayo. Pag-aralan po natin yung tax para maging makatulong yung tax sa pag-business natin, hindi siya maging pabigat. Kailan naman nagiging pabigat yung tax sa ating business kasi hindi natin alam paano mag-comply. Tama? Hindi mo alam. Hindi natin alam kung paano mag-comply kaya nagiging burden siya, pahirap sa atin. Okay? So, pag-aralan po natin siya. Okay? And this is our Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center. Please send your inquiries and questions dito po sa ating Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center. Facebook page po natin yan. Like and follow nyo na rin po kasi nag-update po tayo dyan. In our Facebook group, Real World Bookkeeping, join na po kayo. In our YouTube channel, if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, maraming salamat po. Please subscribe now on our YouTube channel and send your questions on our Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center po. In our Vimeo account, Twitter, and Instagram, please follow us on our social media account, Accounting Tutorial Center. Okay? If you have questions, inquiries regarding our topic today, please send your message and inquiries on our Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center. And kung meron kayong question about our RWB books, may mga packages po tayo. May iba't iba tayong package ng ating RWB books para makapag-avail kayo ng discount. You may call us on our contact number below or above ng ating HC video para po maklarify namin yung question nyo. Okay? Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. My name is Mark Lord ng Bumagat, your RWB teacher, na lagi po nagsasabing, be educated po and you will be empowered. Maraming salamat po. Kita-kits po tayo sa part 2 ng ating ATC video. We will discuss the amendment and the required attachment of your annual ITR, which falls on the deadline May 30, 2021 for submission of the required attachment. So, tutuloy po natin yan sa iba nating ATC video. Sa next nating ATC video. Okay? Bye-bye!